Meenakshi Lekhi, I want to correct you. Meenakshi Lekhi, you are wrong. Meenakshi Lekhi, you are partially wrong. You are partially wrong, Meenakshi Lekhi. Because you are arguing that David Headley confessed to Ishrat being a LET operative, right? 1 second. Don't selectively present facts. NIA submitted a letter to the Gujarat High Court rubbishing the claims.
I am coming.
Exactly. No, so don't present half facts.
Exactly the point.
No, don't present half facts.
I'm sorry. Arnab, will you allow me to speak about
Okay, let us speak. Let us speak. And Sanjay Jha, I'm coming in after you after that.
Very well. But now let me speak. NIA is the same agency which has no foot soldiers, and the former NIA chief has been put by this government as head of NHRC, where all these human rights violation cases are pending. This is the manner in which human rights machinery is used by this government. Don't laugh. I'm sorry. I don't know who's giggling, but this is a fact.
That's Sanjay Jha.
This is a fact that this is how this government. This is the fact that this is the manner in which government.
No, Sanjay Jha will respond next.
The investigating agencies.
No, you see what? Meenakshi Lekhi.
No, facts will change. Because facts would change with the change
No, you have to see the record.
Arnab, let me know when I can come in, please.
I am seeing the record. I am seeing the record. If IB filed one affidavit, how has that affidavit changed?
1 second. Mr. Sanjay Jha, first of all, you let me come in. No, you have to let me come in, otherwise I can't anchor this show. No, you have to let me come in, please. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I request you. I am requesting you. Meenakshi Lekhi, 1 minute. Meenakshi Lekhi, 1 second. Please. You are all very good lawyers. I am not. You are all legal luminaries. I am not. But please allow me. Sanjay Jha, I will just come to you. The question, I just want to make one limited point to Meenakshi Lekhi. You see, when the CBI finds something, and don't jump at me, Meenakshi Lekhi, but I will tell you something. When the CBI finds something against Congress ministers, you support them, you egg them on. The minute it turns to your party men, you cry foul. How is it that the CBI is the good and the bad guy at the same time? No, 1 second. You have been shooting off the CBI's shoulder and demanding the resignation of Bansal. Today you are back to criticizing the CBI. I am only placing that on record. Sanjay Jha's turn to rebut you. Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha to Meenakshi Lekhi.
Can I answer you first?
No, Sanjay Jha to Meenakshi Lekhi.
I want to address the panel in general. I don't have to address the BJP spokesperson directly.
No, please do.
Who made 331 calls? Who made 331 calls in one particular day? It sounds very unusual, very unreal, and extremely suspicious. The Congress? The Supreme Court and the Gujarat High Court have directed, and Mukul is absolutely correct in saying that, the entire investigation, the SIT, the Gujarat High Court and the Supreme Court, under their instruction and supervision, have the investigations been made into not just Ishrat Jahan case, Arnab, not just Sohrabuddin Sheikh's case, but 22 fake encounter cases in Gujarat. And they are all happening under the supervision of courts that cannot be challenged by BJP or any of its very erudite spokespeople with apparently some legal background. The answer is, if the BJP does not respect the courts of India, if the BJP does not respect the Parliament of India, and you are hearing her now making accusations at the NIA. Listen, Meenakshi, you accuse me of interrupting you. You're doing the same. I'm actually changing my stance with you from here on. I would appreciate if you did the same, because I can interrupt you too. It's a free world. Let us reciprocate a good sentiment here. The facts of the matter, Arnab, is, let me tell her, she is trying to tell you right now and the people of this country that there's an attempt to distort it by the Congress. There's got nothing to do with the Congress at all. It is the wheels of justice. Has anybody heard, and Mukul will probably subscribe to it, who is this gentleman, Meenakshi Lekhi, called R.B. Srikumar? Who is Mr. R.B. Srikumar Meenakshi Lekhi, who went and actually deposed before the Nanavati Shah Commission?
Who is monitoring national grid? Who is reporting to NSC? Tell me that. Sanjay Jha, you know very little about your own party. I know more.
Answer my question. Meenakshi, answer my question. Who is Mr.
I will answer your question.
Who won all the cases when your Gujarat government actually tried to prevent him from stating the facts, and he said that the Gujarat government under Mr. Narendra Modi actually did not allow him to carry on the path of preventing the riots. Please answer this question, Meenakshi. Let us not distort the truth.
SIT formed by the Supreme Court. Now, can I answer this? SIT formed by the Supreme Court has answered who R.B. Srikumar is and how his statements have been found to be incorrect. Now coming to the question, who is R.B. Singh and all, my counter question to Mr. Jha, who is Mr. Stanley? Oh yes, and who is Mr. Stanley and who is monitoring NatGrid and who is and why is NatGrid reporting instead of the Home Secretary and Home Minister to third people? And this is the manner in which your government is functioning, which is harming the cause of the nation.
Let me ask you, Meenakshi Lekhi, 1 minute. I have 2 questions to ask both of you.
Let me put one question.
I have 2 questions to ask both of you, and I will want
I have to make one more point.
You will both have to let me come in after that.
Why did Amit Shah go to jail?
One more point.
And who was the very close
come in after that?
No, 1 minute. Mr. Vanzara goes to jail. Mr. Pandey is absconding. Mr. Kumar is going to be investigated. Mr. Amit Shah goes to jail. Therefore, you are scared that it might come to Mr. Narendra Modi. That's your biggest fear. I'm telling you, that's your biggest fear. Ask Mukul, he will tell you, substantiate that.
I would dare you.
Dare you?
Mr. Jha, I would dare you to bring it to Mr. Modi.
No, don't dare me. This investigation is being done.
No, what do you mean dare you? No, 1 second. May I understand this? May I understand this debate for a minute? Please, will you both let me come in? No, 1 second. 1 second, please. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, please, for 1 second, 1 minute. My question is, and now let's go. The real issue here is, why are we debating the Ishrat Jahan case tonight? Because there is a growing feeling in some quarters.
Because it's a political issue.
Don't complete my words. You finish my sentences for me now, Meenakshi Lekhi. They'll be very long sentences. 1 minute. The question
is... No, you didn't allow me to complete.
No, Meenakshi Lekhi.
It's a criminal issue.
1 second, Sanjay Jha. There is a feeling that this is eventually going to lead up to a political controversy, that an attempt will be made to link up to Amit Shah, Narendra Modi, etc. So my question here is, please tell me one simple fact. The fact one is tonight, Sanjay Jha, for all fire and brimstone, that you and Ami Yagnik and Mukul Sinha are expressing on the news. I have 2 questions to both sides. First is, both you, Sanjay Jha, Mukul Sinha and Ami Yagnik will admit that in an affidavit filed in the Ahmedabad court that clarifies the allegations by the Modi government, is it true or not that the affidavit clarified that the information given by the centre was a tip-off on the basis of which the action happened? Is it admitted or not that the tip-off came from the central government on the Ishrat Jahan case? Did the tip-off come from the central government or not? First of all, can either of the 3 panelists please tell me, is it true or not that the tip-off came from the central government?
I can answer that question. Arnav, I'll answer that question. They filed an FIR after the death of Ishrat, etc. on 15 June 2004. Within 2 hours, they filed a 3-page FIR in which they have said that they had received intelligence input from the center and it was received by the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Kaushik. Kaushik passed it on to Mr.
Inputs from the Union Home Ministry.
And P.P. Pandey passed it on to
Inputs
Banjara.
from the Central Home Ministry.
So?
No, input from the Intelligence Department, and that was Rajinder Kumar. Look here, Arnav, this case has been discussed threadbare before the High Court, and the High Court has completely been seized with the facts of this case. And as I told you, there were 3 very senior officers. One was a part of Gujarat government who signed also saying that it was fake. Now, one question I would like to pose to even Meenakshi ji, that assume for a moment, they are not, but assume for a moment that they were terrorists. But is it also a fact that they were all kidnapped about 3 days before the incident? Then is it possible that in our country, which is ruled by the rule of law, you shoot and kill after you abduct some people from the road? Assume anything. They
Even Ajmal Kasam fought a let me add Mukul.
Even
Mukul, let me add to
Arun Jaitley writes. Arun Jaitley writes. Arun Jaitley writes. Sanjay Jha, 1 minute. Arun Jaitley writes. Arun Jaitlly has written a blog in which he says
they were killed in police custody. It's a case of cold-blooded murder. Even if Sohrabuddin Sheikh was an extortionist, does the Indian law permit the government to kill people in cold-blooded murder?
Okay, so the question goes back to the BJP tonight. And from our other 3 panelists, the question to the BJP is this: assume that Ishrat Jahan and the 3 persons who were killed with her were terrorists.
Yes.
Is this the manner in which you liquidate anyone? Is there a rule of law? And assume there was a tip-off from the central government. Do you kill them in the manner that you did? I want Asifa to answer that first and then Meenakshi Lekhi. Asifa first.
Okay.
The CBI will find the rest.
Asifa first. Asifa Khan first.
Arnab, it is important for us to understand that if a matter is sub judice and we trust and respect our law and judiciary system, we need not discuss the details when the case is in between and still between the courts, number one. Number two, when you talk about justice and call recordings, it is important to note that yes, the SIT was designed and appointed by the Supreme Court, but it was ensured by the Gujarat government that law and justice will prevail, number one. And if you check the case of Naroda Patia, it is completely, conviction has been done by the conclusion efforts of the eyewitnesses. Now, can you imagine, for 11 years, the eyewitnesses are being protected. They are living in Naroda Patia without fear and giving testimony against Maya Kodnani,
Asifa Khan, according to PUCL report, Asifa Khan, according to the PUCL report, Asifa Khan, no FIR was lodged with the local area police station where the encounter occurred. There was no charge sheet. There was no inquest report. There was no witness statement. If the police had nothing to hide, if the police had nothing to hide, why did it not follow proper procedure? Why?
We agree to that. We agree to the facts and the terms prevailing by law. But yes, if there is someone accused, even a minister is in the jail, even Mr. Amit Shah has been in the jail and come back, until they have been concluded by the court, they are completely convicted. You cannot make a statement when judiciary is in the process of delivering justice. There is absolutely no need to jump in with your guns. And remember.
Are you panicking?
Arnab, why was the trial shifted out of Gujarat?
Are you panicking?
Why was the trial shifted out of Gujarat? Who was intimidating the witnesses?
You shifted.
These are fundamental questions of governance. The Gujarat government needs to answer these questions. And the CBI inquiry will reach its logical outcome. And Asifa, you are saying that the case is sub judice, but Meenakshi Lekhi has already accused everybody from the Gujarat High Court to the Supreme Court to the SIT and the NIA.
Absolutely not.
No, 1 minute. You are saying the case is sub judice. Your compatriot has already accused every institution of this country of bias. Let us get consistent on this debate.
As you were expecting from me.
You should have to listen.
May I intervene?
It's very important for me to tell you.
Is there a worry? Is there a worry?
Asifa ji, may I intervene?
IGP Maharashtra, retired IGP Maharashtra Police, Mr. Mushrif, gives a statement to the reporter stating that Muslims are the safest in Gujarat. Muslims of India can be safest in the state of Gujarat. And he further states in his interview given to Milli Gazette, stating that Maharashtra police has damaged the reputation of the Muslims in the worst possible condition, and it is run by the so-called secular parties, NCP and the Congress. I am not telling this. These are the words of retired Inspector General of Police.
It's one thing that people have to live in.
Selective, Asifa. Selective. Are you quoting selectively, Asifa Khan?